Yo, sorry man. Read me the story of Cinderella.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived with her wicked stepmother and two stepsisters. They treated Cinderella very badly. But apparently, she stayed with them anyway for some stupid fucking reason. One day, they were all invited for a grand ball at the king's palace. But Cinderella's stepmother would not let Cinderella go. Instead, she was made to sew new party gowns for the stepmother and the stepsisters and curl their hair. Then they went to the ball, leaving Cinderella alone at home. Oh, poor Cinderella. Come on, she obviously totally got off from playing a victim. Cinderella felt very sad and began to cry, probably masturbating at the same time. Suddenly, a fairy godmother appeared and said, "Don't cry, Cinderella, I will send you to the ball." Oh, I see. Chosen by the spirit world. Illusions of grandeur. That's a classic. But Cinderella was still sad and she said, "I don't have a gown to wear for the ball." Now that obviously won't do. The fairy godmother waved her magic wand and changed Cinderella's old clothes into a beautiful new gown. Now Cinderella was truly original handsome. Anyway, the fairy godmother then touched Cinderella's feet with a magic wand and oh and behold, she had beautiful new glass slippers. That's a stupid fucking idea. Glass slippers. Easily break, cut up feet, blood everywhere. Not very pretty if you ask me.
But how will I go to the grand ball?
Asked Cinderella. The fairy godmother found 4 mice playing near a pumpkin in the kitchen. Hey, great job with the cleaning, Cindy. She touched them with her magic wand, and the mice became 4 shiny black horses and 2 coachmen, and the pumpkin turned into a golden coach. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't read that last part. Cinderella was overjoyed and set off to the ball in the coach drawn by the 4 black horses. Before leaving, the fairy godmother said, "Cinderella, the magic will only last until midnight. You must reach home by then." Why? She should focus on fucking the prince. If she gets him in bed before 12, all of this magic shit wouldn't even matter anymore. When Cinderella entered the palace, everyone was struck by her beauty. Nobody, not even Cinderella's stepmother or stepsisters, knew who she really was in her pretty clothes and shoes. You know, that's even more unbelievable than the magic pumpkin shit. Somebody that they lived with, that they saw every day. They couldn't fucking recognize her. The handsome prince also saw her and fell in love with Cinderella. You hear that, kids? It's all about how you look, what you ride, and above all, what you wear. The prince went to her and asked,
"Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance?"
And Cinderella said,
Oui, Prince.
Well, of course she did. She'd been planning for it all along. The prince danced with her all night and nobody recognized the beautiful dancer. What the fuck is wrong with these people? They can't fucking recognize anybody nowadays. Cinderella was so happy dancing with the prince that she almost forgot what the fairy godmother had said. You know, I'm just thinking, poor guy, having to organize a whole fucking ball just to get laid. At the last moment, Cinderella remembered her fairy godmother's words, and she rushed to go home.
Oh, I must go, sacre bleu!
She cried and ran out of the palace, obviously playing hard to get. One of her glass slippers came off, but Cinderella did not turn back for it. Of course, she didn't turn back for it. She fucking planned it. She reached home just as the clock struck 12. Yep. Calculating bitch. Her coach turned back into a pumpkin, the horse into mice, and the fine ball gown into rags. Her stepmother and stepsisters reached home shortly after that. They were talking about the beautiful lady who had been dancing with the prince. Okay, 3 fierce ladies admiring their competition. That's rare. The prince had fallen in love with Cinderella and wanted to find out who the beautiful girl was, but did not even know her name. After that whole fucking night of dancing, he did not even think of asking her name. He found the glass slipper that had come off Cinderella's foot as she ran home. No. That slipper was supposed to disappear at 12, just like the other stuff. This rider is taking us for fools. The prince said,
The lady whose foot fits this slipper will be the one that I will marry!
The lady whose foot fits this slipper will be the one that I will marry.
The lady whose foot fits this slipper will be the one that I will marry.
The lady whose foot fits this slipper will be the one that I will marry.
okay. Foot fetish.
Marry.
The next day, the prince's servants took the glass slipper and went to all the houses in the kingdom. Pretty small kingdom. They wanted to find the lady whose feet would fit in the slipper. Why? Did everybody have a problem with recognizing faces in this kingdom? What's the deal? All the women in the kingdom tried the slipper, but it would not fit any of them. Okay, so they probably had normal feet then. Not good enough for footed. By the way, why did everybody want to marry the prince? Pretty shallow people in this kingdom. Cinderella's stepsisters also tried the little glass slipper. They tried to squeeze their feet in and pushed hard into the slipper. But the servants was afraid that the slipper might break. That's what I said all along. Glass slippers just isn't such a very good design. Cinderella's stepmother would not let Cinderella try the slipper on. But the prince's servant saw her and said, "Let her also try the slipper." The slipper fit her perfectly, because she had disgusting baby-sized feet. The prince married Cinderella, and together they lived happily ever after. And the moral of the story is, I guess, that it always works out great when you marry people just because of their money, even though they can't even recognize your fucking face, just as long as they have a foot fetish for your freakishly small, baby-sized feet.
You wanna dance?
Huh?